Hey guys, it's Girl with a Tail Hair. Welcome to an April 2020 love reading. There's 4 lit candles to choose from, and each candle corresponds to a pile. So we have group number 1, the red candle, which is pile number 1. We have group number 2, the yellow candle, which is pile number 2. Group number 3, the purple candle, which is pile number 3. And group number 4, the pink candle, which is pile number 4. I'm gonna just shift these candles over to the side very carefully and shift this too so that you can better see the 4 piles. So pile number 1, which is the red candle, pile number 2, which is the yellow. This is part of pile number 2. Then you have pile number 3, pear. And you have pile number 4. Right, just gonna show you more closely. Pile number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's get back into focus there. So let's start with red candle, pile number 1. Let's put 2, 3, and 4 to the side. So pile number 1. Let's start with you. So what did you get, pile number 1? So let's start with your tarot cards. You have the Hanged Man. Okay. You have the Page of Swords. Okay. You have the Death card. Don't be scared. You have the 2 of Cups. Oh, that's really beautiful. You have the 4 of Cups. It's interesting. You have the King of Swords. There's no more space. And you have the Queen of Swords, but in reverse. Okay. Then you have the Song. And for the Oracle cards, you have Listening for Truth. I have to cover some of these, unfortunately. You have Sacred Fool. And you have Going Beyond Normal. So let's start with the first card you got, which was the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, I'm seeing that you are a bit more relaxed when it comes to love. Yes, you would like to have love this April, but you're not, beating yourself up over it. And I think that's a great way to be. I also sense that you may have someone in your life already, like a very new crush with this Page of Swords. This is a young man who's probably very intellectual, because the Page of Swords is all about a thirst for knowledge and adventure. You may have an exciting new person in your life, but you and this person are not very close yet. And I can see why with the Death card. Either you or this person has just gone through a major life change, whether it's a breakup or an actual ending of a life. I'm sorry if that has happened, but usually the Death card isn't actual death. It's more of the end of a cycle. So one of you may have gone through a major breakup or a major friendship loss, or just some sense of loss, and you are not ready to be anything but relaxed when it comes to love. You really don't want to charge forward into anything new, And this makes a lot of sense because just how we have the Page of Swords, it's amazing that we got like all the swords royalty. We have the King of Swords upright and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So there's not really a match here because the King of Swords, he's upright, strong, masculine energy. But the thing about swords is that the King of Swords is quick to cut people off when he feels like it's not going well. And the Queen of Swords is also quick to cut people off when she feels like things aren't going well. But she's in reverse. So someone's holding on to something, and I sense that that's you, group 1, holding on to the past, holding on to this past relationship that may have ended, and that's preventing you from connecting with this new person, who I think is represented by both the Page and the King, because you're not the way you should be, upright, and then you would be a perfect match. You're kind of upside down and holding on to the past, not cutting things off that are unhealthy and don't serve you anymore, group number 1. So if you were able to kind of let go, I feel like there could be a really beautiful union for you right on the horizon, because you got the Two of Cups, which is literally the bond card. The Two of Cups is a good marriage card. It's a good relationship card. It's literally you and someone being meant for each other, and that goes so well with the fact that you got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords isn't upright, and I feel that's you, but you have so much potential to turn things around literally and find this new healthy relationship that actually serves you, and let go of what no longer serves you, group number 1. Also with the Song card, I feel that positive things are coming towards you after a lot of negativity that you went through. You have a new kind of energy coming towards you that's very positive, very light-hearted, like a song, you know? When I think of the Song card, I always think of a happily ever after, like the closing credits. Okay, so the Oracle cards. You got Listening for Truth. And you got Going Beyond Normal and Sacred Fool. So the Sacred Fool card is very similar to the Fool card in the tarot deck, and it's all about blissful ignorance and not taking life too seriously and being able to prosper because you haven't taken your life too seriously. So with you maybe not being able to let go of the past just yet, I think the Sacred Fool is a reminder of you to just kind of enjoy life and to remember that you should be playful, you should be lighthearted at some point, you know? Life is meant to be enjoyed, and if you would focus on your own enjoyment a bit more, you may actually find that you're able to open up to someone special. Because I do see someone on the horizon for you, but I'm not sure if you're ready for this person because you are kind of clinging to something that happened. For Going Beyond Normal, I feel like you might need to use more unusual methods to kind of help yourself get over whatever it is that happened. Maybe you should try a variety of things, like the way how she's so in her mind, maybe meditation. And it's interesting to me that she's like surrounded by buttons. Like, do you see how she's surrounded by buttons and there's a clock in the mind? I feel like the gears of your mind are turning a lot, and you're kind of overthinking everything, when you kind of need to go beyond that and trust yourself, right? You kind of need to go inside of yourself to figure out what to do, rather than always looking outside and thinking of what's the most logical step. I think you need to go within this time, because there's literally like a key hanging from her mouth. I don't know if you can see that. There's a key hanging from her mouth. I think you already have the key that you need to open up your own heart chakra, if you believe in that, in order to make this Two of Cups actually come to you. Because it is in your reading. It's just that the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they're a perfect match, but one of them is not upright. So you need to do a little work to be ready for this person. Listening for truth. So with this, I feel that, again, with the meditation, I feel that you need to kind of listen to your own inner voice and see what it is that's making you feel so afraid, and what you can do specifically to make yourself feel more secure and ready, and to make yourself enjoy the whole process more, so that you can see love for what it is, which is like a beautiful union. It's not supposed to be scary. It's not supposed to be misery. It's not supposed to hurt. Things that have hurt so deeply in the past probably wasn't even proper love. It might have just been something toxic. I know people use the word toxic all the time, but I'm really getting that from this group, that you haven't had the best experience. And you have what it takes to turn it all around, to be like this perfect match for someone really special, for someone that will do the work that it takes to secure this relationship, this kind of happily ever after. Like, I really see this person making their way towards you sometime in April. And if you're able to do the work, I feel like by the end of April, you could maybe even be this Two of Cups, but only if you're willing to do the necessary work and to kind of stop being so difficult with yourself, like stop being so hard on yourself. That's what I'm seeing for you, group number one. Like, I actually do see a new relationship coming towards you. If you would be able to get ready for it. So I hope that resonated with you, group number one, red candle. Oh, you also got the Four of Cups, which I almost totally left out of the reading. And again, I feel this is you contemplating. I think you've contemplated enough. You've analyzed enough. Thinking is great, but it's time for you to give yourself a little break and see if you can enjoy what's in store for you, because life has a lot of things in store for you, group number one. So group number two, yellow candle, what is in store for you? So you got the Illusion card, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the Justice card, the Seven of Swords, the Magician, the Fool, we just talked about the Fool, the Ten of Pentacles, follow your own rhythm, visions of life beyond death, the word wants to be written. With all these butterflies, it's so pretty. Okay, so what am I seeing here? With the Seven of Swords, which is usually like a deception type card, and the illusion. I'm sensing here that there's a love offer for you, yellow candle. Like there's someone that's showing interest, but, and I hope this doesn't upset you, but it may not be genuine because you have the illusion card, so be careful. And you have the 7 of Swords, which is kind of like being swindled. You see how he's stealing some of the swords. It's the deception card. So someone is trying to deceive you, group number 2. So please be very, very careful. With visions of life beyond death, I feel that in this particular reading, this card is telling you to use your own intuition, your own third eye, your own inner knowing to kind of figure out like who it is that's being deceptive and why. Like, what do they have to gain from that? Remember, don't let anyone control you. Like, always follow your own rhythm, follow your own heart, your own mind, your own intuition is so powerful. Like, you probably have a sense, a gut knowing when things are wrong. Don't forget to listen to that. In all of these things, you see how there's so much focus on this space here, the third eye. This one shows she's following her own rhythm, and this one, again, the third eye is illuminated and there's butterflies coming out of her. The word wants to be written. I feel like this group may be very creative. Like, some of you may be writers, storytellers, artists. You may have a lot to say, like you have a loud mind, but you have like a very quiet personality. So don't be afraid to speak up or literally write stuff down, kind of like journal it out, see how you feel about things. Don't be afraid to look deeper. Just because you want to keep up the illusion and you want this to be real, if it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's okay. This might be a protection in itself. So with the Justice card, I sense that whoever is trying to deceive you, they're gonna get what they deserve with the Justice card. I feel like you have a lot of good karma, group number 2. And so even though I don't see a lot of love for you in April, because I think that this person is disingenuous, whoever you might have in mind, or someone in the past has been disingenuous, I feel like everyone's gonna get what they deserve in this situation. If this person has been awful, I don't think they're gonna continue to prosper or anything like that. You'll just wait and see, and trust me, like, people who behave this way, even if it seems like they're winning, they're really not, because they can't even enjoy it. Their heart isn't open to enjoy things. The enjoyment they get out of tricking people is very temporary, and they wouldn't do this if they were a stable person, you know what I mean? Like, nobody who is truly happy goes around just playing with other people's emotions, you know what I mean? So don't worry, like, justice will be served. And with the Chariot, I feel like this is you. This is the success card. I see a lot of success for you, group number 2. Again, with the Magician, I feel like you're very creative and you're going to be successful at something that requires your imagination this month. That's what I'm seeing for you, like a lot of success, but you may feel a little overwhelmed. The 8 of Wands is like everything coming at you all at once, and the fact that you didn't have such a great union going on there. Someone was like dishonest, maybe a player or something, that was distracting you. But again, there's so much success here. The Chariot, the Magician, the 8 of Wands. The Fool is all about blissful ignorance and just kind of happening upon success. So, and the 10 of Pentacles, financial abundance with the 10 of Pentacles. So you are going to have, I mean, and this is supposed to be a love reading, but every single card you got is just a lot of financial abundance, career success, creativity. If you were looking to start a project or something, this is definitely the month for you. In terms of love, this month seems to be way more about self-love and not letting like external forces get you down, not letting people trick you and deceive you just because you want to experience love. Justice is definitely on your side either way. And group number 2, like this month for you, the love here is self-love. And honestly, self-love is the most rewarding kind of love there is. I know that might not be what you want to hear. You might want to hear about, you know, fairy tales and prince and princess, but without self-love, there's very little in this life that's going to be truly enjoyable. So this month, you're really making huge strides in terms of self-love, group number 2. And that is going to serve you so much in the long haul. Trust me, like, you're going to be happy that you made those strides. So I hope that resonated with you, group number 2. Thank you so much. Let's go on to group number 3. So group number 3, you picked the purple candle, which is being almost obscured in the wax. So you got the Power card, the 7 of Pentacles, you're a hard worker, group number 3, the 4 of Swords, but in reverse. So the 4 of Swords would be like contemplation and stuff, but it's in reverse. So I feel like you have a tendency to act very quickly. The Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse. So this would be a new start, like a new project, but it's in reverse. So I feel like there's something that you've already been working on and working on and working on, again with this 7 of Pentacles, and like maybe it's time to step away from this project because it's not feeling like you're feeling a bit chained to it at this point. Whatever this is, you feel a bit stuck. Again with the 8 of Cups, which is like dissatisfaction, and you see how the moon, the moon's face is just like, I'm over this. I think you are over whatever project that you've been working on. If this is a relationship, you have put in, so you're a very powerful person and you have put in so much effort here with this relationship, and you're hoping for a new beginning, like a revival, and you're not getting that, and you're putting in all this effort, and you really deserve for someone to kind of put in effort for you. Again with the 3 of Cups, which is festivity, but it's upside down, it's reverse. So the 3 of Cups in reverse is the opposite of festivity, which is, you know, like you're not having a great time right now. You're just all work and no play. Just all work and no play, day in, day out. But despite that, because of all this hard work, you are very abundant with the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you are kind of reaching your career goals bit by bit. You have to work really hard for everything you have, but you're getting there. With the Knight of Wands, I feel like this is a new... I kind of feel like this is someone that comes in and out of your life. How the Ace of Wands is in reverse like this is not really a fully new energy. This is someone that kind of rides in and out of your life. Like, they message you like, hey, with a bunch of whys every now and again, and kind of disrupt all the hard work you've done by distracting you for a bit, and then they ride back out as quickly as they rode in. I'm getting a kind of flippant energy here. Like, this is not someone that you want to be with in the long term. because I feel that you are someone who you really want to be with your twin flame or your soulmate, however you think of it. You don't want to be with someone that's unreliable like this, and currently the person in your life feels very unreliable to me, and you really deserve better than that, group number 3. So, but the oracle cards are telling you not to worry about it. You got beyond the mind, the heartbeats. You got heaven sent, and you got inspiration. So with heaven sent, I feel like there is someone out there for you that's so amazing that it's gonna make this kind of in and out, like never really there for you, undependable kind of guy or girl. This person is gonna make them seem like completely insignificant, and you're never gonna worry about them. But the second you meet this amazing, like heaven sent person, the one for you is just so perfect. Well, no one's perfect, but they're so well matched with you. They're so compatible with you. I really hope that you hold out for this person and don't get too caught up in this energy. And with beyond the mind, the heart beats, I feel like you're kind of yearning for this person. Like you think about who your ideal soulmate would be. You think about them all the time. And like I said before, with how you're working so hard towards your careers, I also feel that inspiration, like you're feeling very inspired career-wise, but you're feeling very disillusioned when it comes to love, because the person that you want to be with, this amazing person, is taking so long. I don't really see them coming towards you in April, but I see that if sometimes with law of attraction, you need to say no to the wrong things to get the right things, because if you keep saying yes to something, the universe gives you more and more and more of that. So I feel like you may need to say a strong no. This is a general reading, by the way, so it may not resonate with everybody, but you need to say a strong no to things that are just not good enough for you. They're just, you deserve better than someone that isn't really sure about you, is in and out of your life, just sees you as like, well, I'm bored now, so I'm going to come talk to you now. Like, you deserve better than that, and when you no longer choose that, then something else, something wonderful will be able to come your way. So I don't know, this is a very specific kind of scenario. I don't know if it resonated with everyone. If it did, let me know. Just remember, whoever you are with group number 3, you have the power to choose better for yourself. Like every day, you have the power to make better choices for yourself. So thank you, group number 3. Now group number 4, you have the big. I feel like this is going to be intense. You have the 6 of Swords. You might be traveling or moving away. You have the 2 of Swords. Oh, you might have like a big decision to make. The Ace of Swords, definitely. You have like some huge, quick change is coming into your life. The Hermit in reverse. Again, like the Hermit is all about social withdrawal and like being kind of to yourself, but it's in reverse. And then you have the 6 of Swords, where you see this person's almost like escaping a situation. So you're doing the opposite of this Hermit. You're getting out of something, like you are escaping some kind of seclusion, or maybe you were in this Hermit energy and now you're ready to socialize, or maybe you are literally moving from one place to another. There's some big change in your life, and there's some big decision ahead that's gonna lead to a lot of like new vibrant energy. Like there's a lot of action going on this month. Like this is a big month for you. I myself love April, so Oh, you got the Six of Cups, happiness. See how beautiful that is? Like this boy is giving this girl flowers. This is a love card, a marriage card. This is like sweet, innocent love. Temperance, so that's patience. The Ace of Cups, you got two aces. You got the Ace of Swords. So, and you got the Ace of Cups. So, like you're turning over a new leaf emotionally. You also got release the dark wound, let love live. And you got new birth, guarded vigilantly. So that makes a lot of sense to me with... Okay, so let me show you what I'm seeing here. I think that you were in this hermit energy where you were kind of isolating yourself, self-isolating. You were just home, being quiet, being by yourself. Pink candle, not thinking about anything else. But you're out of that energy now and you're ready to make a move. You're ready to jump into something new, possibly a new relationship is what I'm seeing. You're ready to take a big leap of faith. But you're kind of like pausing for a second to consider this situation. You want to make sure you make the right choice because you're moving out of this hermit energy. You're moving out of it and making that choice to kind of jump into something new. Like new Ace of Cups is all about newness, new emotional fulfillment, dynamic change with the Ace of Swords. Like there's going to be a huge change when you jump into something new. So I definitely see a new relationship for you, group number 4, and a very happy, sweet, innocent, blissful one if you have the courage to jump into it and make that change. And I also want you to have some patience with yourself and with others. Like you may make that change, but it may not manifest immediately. Like it may take time to get to know each other. It will be a big change for you, but don't rush this person or yourself. Like have patience and let the relationship develop naturally. Yeah, you can go towards this person, but there's no need to kind of fret about, okay, it's been 2 months and this hasn't happened yet, or 3 months, and I mean, you can have a timeline in your head, but I don't think you should put too much pressure on yourself because I feel like you've put a lot of pressure on yourself in the past. So, and I think the reason you're like this is because in the past someone wasted your time. Like someone had you in this relationship that really went nowhere. I sense that you want something serious. Like this group, you want marriage, you want commitment, you want to be settled. And someone in the past, I feel like they wasted your time. That's harsh, but that's what I'm getting here. This person just wasted your time and you're very annoyed by that. And you feel like you wasted your time, and nobody wants to feel that way. But this relationship with the two aces, Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups, going along with new birth, guarded vigilantly. Yes, you want to guard this new, beautiful, innocent, sweet relationship well, but you also want to have some patience with the situation and not put all your eggs in one basket. Remember, there are other aspects of your life to focus on other than love. So don't put all the pressure in the world on this union. But I do see a new union for you, and you're going to want to put a lot of your energy into it. You're very protective of this new little growth of love. And in the terms of the past, with someone wasting your time, the oracle cards are asking you to release the dark wound, let love live. So you see how this lady is like carefully allowing this new little plant to live and grow. Like, it's okay, you went through a lot, but it's time to let go. It's time to this wound is not serving you. Yeah, this person may have done you wrong in the past. They may have promised you certain things, marriage, relationship, and it all turned into nothing. Like, but you learned a lesson. Like, you learned a lesson. You became stronger, and you have better intuition now, and you can better see what's right for you and what's real. You know, you can see through deception better now. So you should release that dark wound and give love a chance. Let love live. So I hope that resonated with you, group number 4. Thank you so much for joining me, to all the groups. Again, this is a general reading, so I'm not sure if all of these would have resonated, but I hope that everyone got a little something out of this. So thank you once again. Bye, guys.